Okay, how to work with Illustrator brush. In Illustrator, brush is of 5 types. Brush 5 types. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. By default, the brush is calligraphy brush. Calligraphy. Second, art brush. Like third, scatter brush. Fourth, Bristol brush. And the fifth, pattern brush. So 5 different method of brushes are there, and the hotkey of brush B. B for brush. Now, before going to the specialized brush, let us understand the property of the brush and how it differs from the pencil. How does the brush differ from the pencil? Pencil does have a hard stroke, but brush does have a smooth stroke. The first difference is here. Yes, the thickness varies. Brush is a default stroke and brush is a effect applied to the stroke. So the first difference, brush is a effect applied to the strokes, and you can turn the brush into the normal stroke inside the option bar by releasing the stroke. It again, by releasing the brush, again it becomes a stroke. So you got to know now how to convert a brush into a stroke and what is the difference between stroke and a brush. That means every brush is equipped with a stroke, and the stroke will be visible whenever the brush is none. Whenever the brush turns into none, it shows the stroke. Again, you can convert a brush, you can convert a stroke into a brush by applying a brush to it. So you got to know what is the vice versa. You can convert the stroke into a brush and brush into a stroke. Now the question comes, if you can able to convert this to that and that to this, then why to learn both? Learn one and get both to be done, right? And the answer is like, yes, brush is a effect format, but we cannot able to draw the things in an effective way because it is a bigger thickness. So you can start the drawing with pencil, then we can able to apply the brush. That's why they have given the pencil format. And if the design is capable of making the so in the thickness, then it's okay. But sometimes what happens, the stroke is not allowing the artist to get the things perfect. So at that time, start working with pencil, then apply the brush. Fine. You got to know why we are learning 2 times the same thing. So pencil is a neutral line which doesn't have an effect, but brush is a affected line which is having an external effect over to it, to a stroke. So what is the things we have learned? What is the difference between these two? The first difference, the hotkey N and B. The second difference is the making process, and the common in between them, both are stroke. What is the common? Both are strokes. One is normal stroke, another is affected stroke, right? So you got to know what is the difference and what is the similar, and when to use that and when to use this. Fine. So let's start with the first brush. Same property as if like a pencil. Brush does have a property, have a enter, find the window, keep selected, edit select path. The same options. Right? Now the next. Once edit is on, then you can modify. So get the thread like things. So simple arrangement. So it's a freehand drawing. Then what could be done? Select all the points. Give a right click. Switch to the option average. Okay. Make a nut. Right? Bring it together all the points. Because you know average means bringing them horizontally and vertical to a single place. And you got to know how to make a brush design. Average. So you just fuse the past knowledge with present things to turn into an artistical approach. Now the second property. We are learning what? Brush. Once you draw the things, then you got to know how to modify, and you got to know how to release the brush stroke and turn into a normal stroke. and again back to the stroke with brush stroke. Fine. This third property you can modify, you can average it, you can release the stroke, and you can apply the brush. You can release the brush and apply the brush. Next, we can exchange the brush style by the click over here. You can turn into neutral stage. This is possible. So the style could be changed only one click. So this is technically called as Bristol brush. What is this called? Bristol brush. As if like a physical artist using a brush, similar kind of setting is there. No, it is a pattern brush. It combines a lot of design inside it. Pattern brush, Bristol brush, normal brush, and this is called artistic brush. Artist brush, normal brush, Bristol brush, pattern brush. 3-4 types of brushes you have seen. Now the next, this is what your calligraphy brush. What is this brush? Calligraphy. Stylish writing is called calligraphy. So on your screen, the same stroke does have 4 type of brushes are there: Bristol, art, calligraphy, pattern. So what we got to know now? At any time we can have to exchange the styles of the brush. Fine. Next, the brush could be applied to any basic sets. So the style. So we got to know now how to apply the brush to a basic set, and it is possible. So you got to know now, brush could be applied to a pencil, brush could be applied to a brush, and brush could be applied to a basic sets, and it is possible. So we have seen now the property of the brush. Now, switching to the higher option. So with this present knowledge, what could be done of tracing, tracing art, symmetric art, radial art, freehand drawing, shape modification. All the things could be done with this present knowledge. इప్పుడు उनका knowledge, अब जितना knowledge है उसमें ये सब बन सकता है, right? So what we are doing, that does matter. Tracing means taking a photograph and get it traced. Symmetric means flip it up, get it done. Radial, yes, get it repeat with the angle. Freehand drawing, this rough drawing. Then shape modifications. From a shape, a new shape. So what are the things we have done with pencil? The same thing we can always try with the brush also. Right. So all the things could be done. That just for the mentioning over here. So let us see, does it really happens? Now it could be tried out by the shape, keep edit, and then after apply the brush, and once it's done, then press the enter, keep selected, right? Brush can be modified. Start with the shape and with the shapes. Now check what could be done in this canvas. image tracing. So give a right click, copy it, take the file, paste it down, paste it down. Get it okay? Go for layers, open it up, lock it up, take a new layer. And समझ में आया? Now take either the pencil or the brush. Start switching to the pencil. Get it default. Go to the black and white format. D for default. And get the fill to be none. Get it over here. Click. Okay. Try. Fine. Start sketching to the dark lines. Press the enter. Get it edit off. Because you need the line to be one time final. Right. Get a simple line. Get wherever the dark point are there, just put the lines. Very simple. Very quick and lines. White colors. Get the edge to recognize the shape. Only little care has to be taken on the edge cut, and rest of the things are much more easier. Right down, buttons 1, 2, out, right, drag and move up, press, right, down and press. Only 5-6 lines and few strokes over here wherever you find a little dark. So what is to be painted and what is to be left over, that is to be found out. So a few lines over here. Then right. How to make line art. Get select and switch the profile to change up. Right. How to change the profile. Right. Only few lines. Just take the photo, press it over here, lock it up, take a new layer, right click over here, take your pencil and draw it up. इतने काम करना है, कुछ भी नहीं. और once the job is done, then select all the layer, get it height, change the profile, or whatever you want. Take the brush and get the brush style to be changed. Then how to make line art. So you have to know now. Tracing becomes much more easier, and making cartoon networks, cartoon worlds, all the things are only just one click away from you. Get the poses, take your mobile, have the different poses of the cartoon, whatever you feel to get express, and trace it up. Get the cartoon animation done up. Cartoon animation such a easy format. बस मिरर के सामने आप आपका फोटो लो, कैसे चाहते हैं आप कार्टून को, और उसका पोजेस मिल जाता है, देन ट्रेस इट अप. 4-5 लाइन बस आपको मानना है, क्योंकि एक्यूरेसी तो ऑलरेडी फोटोग्राफ में रहता है. हाइड दी फोटोग्राफ्स एंड सेलेक्ट कार्टून. अभी किसी का भी कार्टून 2 क्लिक में बना सकते हैं. राइट. एंड द नेक्स्ट, वंस इट इज डन, इट कैन कम ऑन टू द टी शर्ट डिज़ाइन, मोशन ग्राफिक्स. कितने बड़ा हुडिंग में भी डालो, क्वालिटी लॉस में होगा, बिकॉज दिस इज वेक्टर. फाइन. सो यू हैव टू नो हाउ टू मेक इट गो. Control and next. So get it into the baseline and Control C. Just I'm showing you like what is the next and where you can have to work it out. Control Y. Get best done. Right. Control OK. So motion graphics is the next part. Like if you are switching to that part also, it will help you out. Take it. Stroke, get done, and okay, 0. Now cursor the screen. What are the things you have done? It's into the animator. Everything is Illustrator. Once Illustrator okay, everything okay. Right. So like this is a different software. So in this software it could be done, that is what I am showing you. The things to be done, this only. This is what your part. And rest of the things will be done by the next artist. And this is a different software where it could be animated. Is it okay? So it is After Effects. And in this we are doing some effect and getting it to animated. But my goal of showing is like the base is given by Illustrator artist. If Illustrator okay, then rest of the things will be done. Next it will go to 3D. Next all lighting effects and everything will be done. The next one. Is it okay? So you got to know now how does your knowledge can able to help you us to do the next event. It's okay? So you got to know now what is the line art and how to define it up with a different format. Next, if you need to change the style through the brush, let's come to the basic line format. Now you get the brush and adopt whatever the brush you want. The style is next, because here the line art could be changed by any format. Very thin line. So switching to the next type part. Now, how to make the first type of calligraphy brush. Calligraphy is stylus writing. It is a like flat brush with an angle. So generally the brush is round, but whenever you switch to the calligraphy, it is become flat and it will get an angle, and through that you are writing. That's why it looks stylus. So next, how to change the property of your line brush. Take the brush and switch to the window, brush F5. Find the window. Here you can find all the brushes, and here we do find an option called new brush. And the time you click over here, either the new brush or it's going to the right top corner and creating new brush. The software will ask you a few questions, which type of brush you want. By default it asks you calligraphy brush. Go for OK, then a very big window pop-ups and it asks a few questions, how much the size and what is the roundness. Get the roundness done and get it angle. Job is done. Find your brush over here. Next, rest of the style is done. Right? So you get it, double click and modify. The angle could be changed to 10, 20, 15. Now you can start with straight line, and then after you can have to adapt your brush. So how to make the straight line and adapt the brush. Get the straight line, adapt your brush, and if you feel to get it freehand, then switch to it. You have to know how to make straight line and your desirable line going in freehand together. So select the points and get it joined. Select the 2 points and you know how to join. Control J. Right. Now we have understood now how to make a freehand drawing to get the job done. Name of the brush, calligraphy. Calligraphy is a flat brush. Okay, come over here and you find your brush over here, and if you need to change something, yes, double click and get some changes. Then the software will ask you a few questions. Get the preview on and it will affect to the present brush stroke. So it will ask you 2 questions. Do you want to apply the changes? Yes or leave. If leave, then this will not affect it, but the next line will be affected. If you take the next line, that will be affected. It will be same. If yes, then it will also change. So you got to know now how to make the design, how to modify the strokes and get affected to the final output. Name of the brush, calligraphy. Now the advanced version of it. Here you find fix options and you can switch to the angle to a randomize options. So now the random options is check randomizations. In randomization, variations, how much random. So in one stroke it is one angle, the next stroke next angle, next stroke next angle. So none of the angle is same. So to get the randomization, it will help out. In angle, it will start up getting random. Exactly the same nature could be generated in the roundness and in the size also. Random could be done to size and roundness. Now the next is pressure sensitive. If you switching to a tablet, then if you make pressure, then it will get changed up. Let's check. So in light stroke, one angle. By the time you press more, it changes the angle because the pressure is now changing the angle. So you got to know now the same stroke can be controlled in three different ways. One is fixed, another is random, another is pressure. So in one pressure, second pressure, third pressure, fourth pressure. So the pressure changing and the angle is changing, and it is possible only with the tablet. If tablet is there, then it will work out. Is it okay? So go for fixed size, get the roundness 100, get the angle normal. So let's move to the next option over here is sizes to be get vary with the pressure, and asked to sort of get the vary with the pressure. So what you are asking now, size to be get vary with pressure. The last pressure has been taken here in a different way, so it is working. Now pressure sensitive is on. Let's if light, then the light press. If light and heavy, light and heavy. So rest of the things are the picture. Right? So all these strokes. Right. So let it use the pressure and get this option. And here you can find it. So all these things, example, are the output of your pressure only. So then a block you can see. So here all the works are the pen pressure sensitive. All are illustrator works, and everything is done with pressure. Get it events, flip it up, and continue the art. Get one side drawing, and rest of the things are symmetric. Now the tracing. All the dense poses are the images, and now we need to understand the light and shade and the volume of the image to get the स्ट्रक्चर टू फॉर्म. कहाँ पे कितना वॉल्यूम देना है, कितना स्ट्रोक का हैवी करना है, ये आर्टिस्टिकल फॉर्मेट है. इट इज़ नॉट ऑटो जनरेटेड, इट हैज़ टू बी डन बाय द आर्टिस्ट. So now you got to know how to represent the structure. Once it is done, then the rest of the things is this. Then color corrections and rest will be followed to this. So you got to know now how does this pressure sensitive converter to make a tracing works. Sorry, tracings is the output of so. And wording, invitations, designs, सारे चीज़ में प्रेशर ही यूज किया गया है. रिफ्लेक्ट. Once it's done, then it can be switched to the Photoshop and get the bevel and emboss. But the flat design is done through the pressure sensitive artwork. And so what are the things we have seen now here? All the things are there. But yes, sometimes it started with line art. तो पहले थोड़ा बहुत लाइन आर्ट पेंसिल में बनाने के बाद उसके ऊपर ट्रेस किया जा रहा है. बट प्रेशर सेंसिटिव इज वर्किंग ऑन द बैक एंड. स्टार्टिंग विथ द लाइन फॉर्मेट. पहले लाइन डिजाइन करना, उसके ऊपर ट्रेस करना चालू करता तो और भी इजी हो सकता. राइट. So we got some examples like how this could be worked out. Okay. अब कोई भी फोटोग्राफ्स लेके ट्रेसिंग चालू कर. और इंडियन टूरिज्म डिपार्टमेंट, all the monuments of Indian tourism and get it into the floral art. Have it up and trace and IPL का लोगो, सारी चीज़ यही है। लास्ट टाइम जो IPL का लोगो मास्कट था। Fine then. So Illustrator can able to help you out to all of this. Now it is not only for floral and the thin stroke पर कितना stroke कहाँ पर देना क्या करना ये थोड़ा आपको सोचना है। Wait and do the press. So to draw this it takes time. Okay, next. Yes, copy and paste, Control C, Control Shift V, and transform. All the things are there. This could be used. Press. Right. So artwork could be arranged. Fine. So take the base set and follow to the structure and get the brush, and once the job is done, then delete that. So that is just giving you the outline. Start with small circles, then complex design could be worked out. Get out. Because the baseline has been done, and once it is done, then leave some lines and go for the settings. Get similar shades. Once the shading is ready, then select the things, go to the artwork and get it assigned and change the bright value. Right. So shading के ऊपर थोड़ा बहुत काम करो. Editing. Right. Okay. Structure नहीं आ रहा बस. So recolorize can able to help us to get the shading to change that. So same tone, this. And then so we have understood now how to make the tracing job and floral art through the first option of the brush, that is called calligraphy. So all alphabet, English, Hindi, Telugu, सारे alphabet आप इसमें बना सकते हो, और भी vector. So get this to be pressure sensitive. Get the variation to be random. Get the flatness and choose the angle. Get the sizes still more. And यहाँ पे maximum. Let it fix. यहाँ पे स्ट्रेट लाइन चाहिए, स्ट्रेट रखो और सेम ब्रश अप्लाई करो. Now once the line is drawn, then how to break the line into object. With the topic now, how to break the stroke into object, so that it should maintain the same shape, and you can have to make a stroke around to this. Then go to the object menu, switch to the option called expand appearance. It turn the design into a normal object. Once it turn into normal object, again you can have to fill the stroke above to it. So how to apply a stroke to a stroke? By converting the object into a expand appearance. It turns into a normal object, then you can have to fill the stroke above to the stroke. What is the new command you got to know? Expand appearance. Expand appearance. make the things to get place our own color with own strokes. Only 2 little strokes, that's it. Let it down. Alt and track, let it reflect. Next, how to make the next brush, scatter brush. What is the brush? Scatter. By default it is in hide mode. We can switch to the on mode by giving some design to it. Scatter brush required design. As if the name, okay, so what is the name? Scatter. Scatter means random. If you need to make an object to be repeated, switch to the scatter brush. Get it? Okay. Job is done. Now take your brush, find your new brush, get it over. How to make a repeated brush, and the option you got to know, scatter brush. A repeated brush. Getting the things repeated. Method, have a design. It may be predefined or it may be user reference. Just switch to the options. Get this scatter. Get it okay and okay. Take the brush. Get the brush to be placed over here. So whenever the things to be get repeated, switch that into a scatter brush. Now once the brush is done, then what? So you can find the brush is applied over to the line. So the line is applied to the scatter brush. Now how to get it repeat? That is done. Then how to modify it up? Over to the line, how to change the sizes? Have a double click, find a window. So all the options are the same. Get switch the size down and check the reaction over here. Now rather than fix, go for random. If random, then what? So some are small, some are big. If big, then how much big? So the big is controlled here, small is controlled here, because it is random. So we have to know now how to randomize the size. Next, as if the name spacing, how closer it will be. Now equal gap, rather than equal, make this very close, make this far away, and make this random. If random, some are very closer and some are far away. So now go to know the sliders allow you to make the randomizations. Same thing, scatter. Now scatter means allowing the design to place over to the line above and below. That is called scatter, placing above and below the line. Now if this starts to go away on to the top side, then switch to the scatter. And they have to go in a random manner. So this is plus side movement. Rather than fix, go for random. And some are far away in the sky. Some are very close to the ground. Some are below to the ground level. Now go to know below ground level, over ground level, and above ground level. So 3 options: closer, equal, and far away. Closer, fix. Random, go to know how to, if the bubbles are there, then bubbles has to be come out of your water level, then here, inside the water, then down, outside the water, above the water. Get it very close. So यहाँ पे 100 of options है, ये आपका कंट्रोल में आना चाहिए, तब जाके होगा. Now the same way, you can put pressure and fix rotation. You can rotate the files. If it is a circular and star one, no difference, but if it is a leaf like things, then you can find the difference in the leaf rotations. So now I got to know how to make the randomization on the screen. So let us go for a practical output. So get this design to be found. Scatter. Now make a line. So now find the design is over to the line. Now get it down. How to down? Scatter. Now how to close? Spacing. Right? But now everybody is facing down. Rather than facing down, it has to face to the line. Then switch to the option rotation relevant to the path. Get it preview on. So you can find now the rotation start up happening to the path. So go to now the options. Rotation can be done switching to the page or to the path. If path, then path it will change. Spacing closer, closer. Fix size, bigger size. Get it okay. Apply to the stroke. Done. So you have seen now how to apply the design over to the strokes. If the line bends, this will bend. Now making the line above and down, making the line this one. So how you drag, in that way it is ready. So go and click. Now the next, how to change the tint. Have a double click and switch to the option over here. It's called, before you have done with red color, that's why it is red color. If you need green and blue, then switch to the tint and tint and set. Go for OK. Apply to the strokes. So whichever the color you want to take, yes, I can change. So understood now how to change the stroke color. Now you need to have a thread over here. Then Control C, Control Shift V, same place, same design, make a line. And get it none. And get the thickness change. So how to make a line, and two lines are there. At a time, two things are there in the same place. Now the same job could be tried out with basic shapes also. Circle and all try. So you got to know what is called scatter plus and how to make a scatter plus. Scatter allow you to get the things to be repeated. So formula, make a design first, then make a scatter. Right? And rest of the things are on your screen. But now switching to the next options. How to make same design to turn into a art brush. The difference between art and a scatter is a repeated brush. Art is a stretchy brush. Art is a stretchy brush. That means the same design is over here. It make a stretch. So now got to know what is the difference between art and scatter. Stretch. Normal brush, calligraphy brush, art brush. Okay. Now method is clear. So where to use this? So simple. Now the next is artistical form. So get draw. To draw this, it takes a lot of time. But now one click, you are done. Once it is done, then the rest is expand. Once it expand, next is modification. Right. So so this part is through the brush and this is your manual presentation. Get it smooth. Get some reference line and draw it out. Start with the line to modification and end with the line. Right. the next, what is the option? We got to know how to make scatter brush text. A little innovative onto this. So turn this into a brush, art brush. Turn it into a, even you can drag and drop and switch to the art brush. Now this design turn into art. So here, take the brush. If you are putting straight line, this remains standard. And now switch. Now if you start off showing this, then it makes the animation. All the frame by frame animation could be done with this. If you start off showing one after the other, it creates the dance process. Right? How to make the art press. So now I can make this design to get bent, because the skeleton is under your hand, and whichever the poses you want. Right. So different poses of the same structure. The second application of the art press. Now the third. Is it okay? Getting a design to place. A combined complex design could be turned into art press. Then get it out. So drag, drop, art press. Okay. Right, done. The straight line will make it to stand up, and you know this, the line is here. Get straight and apply this next time. So if you bend from here, then you can add the point, path, add anchor point, get it done, make it good. Right. So it allows you to get bent in the brush, because the brush is there, you can break at any point, get it bent. And the same job. Get drag out next brush. Right. And the next drag and brush. Right. So different poses, making the same design to form different. So manually it takes more time, and it makes the job much more easier. Is it okay? Now the next, same thing. If a lot of designs to get bent at a single time, then you can convert that into a art press. So let's take an example. If you need a tricolor steps to get bent, manually to get bent it takes time. So get the two color, try and convert into a drag, drop, finish, over, done. And now the next. Yes. Getting 3 lines to control at a time. So 3 design change, to change it takes more time, but now it becomes easier. So art press, next is separate. Okay. Right now it becomes much more easy and faster to get it changed. Have a double click, and a lot of changes could be done over here also. You can preview it up and get the width to change, thickness to change, all the controllers are here. Once everything is done, then get it applied and go for object, expand appearance, and get it separate. Give a right click, switch to ungroup, and rest of the things are the backup. Right? So, and then so at a stretch you got to know what are the brush: calligraphy brush, normal brush, art brush, and scatter brush. Tomorrow we'll see how to make the pattern brush.